Okay, today's project, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to try to clean the door jambs and all the doors on a car. And we're going to use my steamer to try to make that a little bit easier, a little bit quicker, a little bit better to get the worst off. And then we'll have to go back with some cleaners to just make sure we get all the nooks and crannies and didn't miss anything. And then if we have time, we might start tackling a bit of the interior. Steam clean the doors, the leather, all this stuff. Really anything can be steam cleaned. So we'll just see how far we get. You know, I got to do all these parts of the doors. You know, these are filthy. So, yeah, wait down here, it's awful. So we'll just see how far we get. At least get the doors done and the door jambs, if nothing else. It's a nice day outside, so I was able to get the other car out, park it outside, move this one in the middle, so now I can get to both sides of the car, which makes it easy. So now it's time to do stuff where I can have the doors open. So let's get started. That's working really well. It's making quick work. I need a pry tool. I'm not going to be able to get into these little nooks and crannies without it. Not a lot of skill involved in this. Don't need to go to school for it, that's for sure. Really bad in here. Not anymore. Like I've said in other videos, man, if you've got the right tools, it makes a hell of a difference. It just makes things easier. And why make things more difficult than they need to be? Time is money. And time is sanity too. I'm just trying to get the worst off here. We'll go back at it with, like, you know, just an all-purpose cleaner and stuff to get the remaining residual off. And then we'll eventually take the buffer, probably my 3-inch Mini Me, and actually compound and polish this out. In fact, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook my car back up to the battery tender because I know I'm going to have my doors open all day, so I don't want the battery to run down any. So let me do that. A lot of folks don't think about fixing the chips inside their door jambs, but they are there. So yeah, just from getting in and out of the car over 20 years, so you might as well address them. Now we're cleaning the doors here. These were filthy. And dirt comes right off without a lot of scrubbing, and that's what we like. I can see water spots down here from just the car being in the rain and stuff. I'll have to get the orbital out and fix that. There's people probably watching this channel wondering why go to all the trouble. And I'm not gonna lie, there are some days I kind of think the same thing. But the truth of the matter is, once you get these cars clean, you know, if you don't drive your car in the rain, you don't drive it through mud puddles, it really doesn't ever get that dirty. So once you give it a good once over and you clean it, you don't have to go to this extent really ever again. At least not very often. Safe to say these have never been cleaned in their life. I did this on the 930 years ago, cleaned all the door jambs. And I don't think I've done it since. They don't get dirty. Once you clean them once, you're good to go. The one nice thing about this job is instant gratification. And it's easy to see the dirt coming off. So we got that going for us. Ooh, that's dirty. That's just caked on dirt in there. That's what that is. Okay, I just got the driver's side door jambs done. It took me about 2.5, 3 hours to do. But that's just cleaning them. That's not polishing. You know, that's not going with all-purpose cleaner and just getting everything. This is just getting the worst of it up. But let's take a look at our handiwork. So that's the driver's side front door jamb area. Not too bad. The door frame. And underneath. And in between the doors. Just a couple of tips for you. It's going to be easier to clean your rear door from this side than it is the other side. You can get to a little bit of the other side when you open the passenger door, but you're going to get to 80% of it by opening your driver's door and getting to it. Even when you open it up a little bit and get in a few other nooks and crannies. And the reason is the rear door doesn't open up nearly as wide as the front door. So when you try to get to it from the other side, it's kind of a pain in the butt. So this is the side you really want to get to most of the dirt on your rear door. Another tip is when you're cleaning your doors, all these grooves up here, these body panel grooves, let me show you here. There's a groove right there that you can see. Okay, there's another one right here. And these are all over the doors. They go all the way down underneath. So what you want to do is you want to get a rag, okay? Stick your pry tool in the rag. Then once you got things, you know, got your cleaner or whatever on it, or you've got your steamer, whatever you're using, run this pry tool right up into that groove and scrape that out. You'll be surprised how much dirt is going to come out of those. Okay, you need to do that for every groove you can stick your tool in, because just wiping this stuff down is not going to get the stuff out of there. So you need to really, you need to do it around here. Go up, scrape through there. There's another one right there. So you need to go through all of those, and that'll take a little bit of time. And it's going to be even dirtier down on the bottom because that's where a lot of the dirt gets trapped. So just take your time with it and you'll be fine. But I would highly recommend that you do that. Otherwise, you're not going to get all the dirt out. And you'll see a difference when you clean out those grooves. They're not going to look like dark grooves. They're just going to look like whatever color your car is, and they're not going to stand out nearly as much. So there you go. I'm going to do the other side. There's no point in me showing you the other side. Let me show you the back here. It's the rear area. Driver's side passenger door. Again, get in here and scrape through all those grooves. As you can see, this is why I tell you need to go after this rear door from the front when you want to clean the jamb. There's not a whole lot of room in here. And a lot of this you can get to once this door is closed from the front. So, oh, and here's, you know, make sure you clean up here too, in between the two rubber door seals. You know, just get your microfiber in there with a little bit of cleaner. Might not be able to get a steamer in there. Don't forget that part. Dirt gets caught up in here. Okay, so you need to get your pry tool in there. Yeah, just because you can't see it doesn't mean the dirt's not there. And obviously behind the door locking mechanism. And I'm gonna have to clean these door seals. They got like fur on them, so I'm gonna have to. That's a different project for a different day, but I'll have to clean those too. So I'll do the other side. Like I said, no sense in me showing you that because it's going to be just the same thing in reverse. So if you like this video, like it. If you didn't like it, don't like it. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And hey, if you're new to the channel, subscribe today so you never miss an episode. Take care.